Taurus. Hope you guys are doing all right today. I'm Jamie with Southeastern Soul Tribe. If you've not already subscribed to my channel and you like my reads, please like, share, and subscribe. Always ring the bell so you can get notifications anytime that I post new content. All right, I better not put those up there to get too hot. So, I hope you guys are doing well. It's time to get to your reading. I'm off work again today. Let me turn my notifications off real fast. Forgot again. You guys know me by now. Sorry. All right. Angels, ancestors, guides, spirit. For our Taurus collective, what's going on in their romantic life? Possible a little bit of jealousy going on somewhere with Taurus. There it was again. 2 times that jealousy card came in, the envy card. So you may be dealing with somebody who's jealous of you, or you might be jealous of them. Who knows? For Taurus. There you were, the man holding the coin. You might be in your masculine energy. Your earning power's on target. Things are looking good in that department, and at home possibly you're feeling comfortable. Decide you're not leaving something, maybe. You don't want to leave something behind. You don't want to walk away, or somebody's feeling that way with you. It was on the table though, because that's the 9 card when you break it down, and the walking away is in the reverse. For Taurus, angels, ancestors, God, spirit. Anything else for Taurus? Jeez. There you are again, man holding a coin. Money bags over there. Maybe taking some time out, rest, rejuvenation, possible. I wouldn't really say vacation, but taking a load off. And cornucopia. Happiness, things that fulfill you. I see the 7 card. You're making investments, things like that. And then resting upon the idea of going from the 9 to the 10. Perhaps deciding to stick around and stay in something and rest in that energy. And something about a partnership maybe that makes you very happy is what ends up coming out in the near future on that. The rest and rejuvenation may come because there are financial strengths. That's holding on still, just like this walking away. It's another evident look at that card. This means you were thinking about it. This might be a new financial constraint that just came about. All right. I better not put that over there. So let's see what else is going on for Taurus. I'm just hearing to pull these for some reason. I haven't been using these lately, but for some reason I'm getting a message about it. Spirit, angels, ancestors, guides. Where's this going for Taurus? What do you need them to know from this deck? Interesting. Mystic healer. There's healing energy flowing through you. Some people don't realize they're healers. Sometimes the things that they do in this life, sometimes even if they feel like they're negative things that are done, you can end up instigating someone into healing, even if sometimes you cause them pain. And we don't like to think about things like that, but it'd be really surprising, because you can either be part of it or you can be separated from it. You know, it's up to you. Valiant courage. It's time to take action with passion. Back here, you might have been holding back from something, not leaving behind or whatever, but this means take action. But toward the past, because this man on the horse is going back in that direction. There might be something that you need to go back and look at to heal. And it might be something in the past. Sometimes we do have to do a review. And that might be something that's on the table right here. Let's move these cards out of the way and keep them to the side. And see. There's people kayaking out there on the lake, and I just keep on thinking about kayaking. Over and over and over again, I want to go kayaking. I got to get my legs better, a little more stable, because they're injured. They're better today than they were, but angels, ancestors, God, spirit for Taurus. Thank you to all those folks who order readings from me. Thank you for your support. Thank you for returning over and over again. You guys blow my mind. You really blow my mind with that. Because I have no idea. I don't even remember half of what I read sometimes. I have to go back and watch it. And sometimes it sticks out if it reoccurs or the same message reoccurs in a reading. But I just feel like I'm telling stories. And then you guys hit me up and you're like, you're so accurate. You're so accurate. And I'm just like, I don't know you. And if you asked me a long time ago if this is the direction that reading cards would have went for me, I would have thought you were lying. Sorry, I was thirsty. Okay. What's at the base of this reading for Taurus? Yep, that makes sense, because these two cards kind of mean the same thing. This is Cancerian energy, Cancer in the reverse. So, but it's the Chariot, obviously. But the Chariot is taking off and leaving. They're going somewhere. They're going on a trip. They're travel, you know. In the reverse, that's the opposite. Not happening. And that makes sense there. So it doesn't have to be physical, mind you. It could just be energetically not leaving something in the past, especially since the healer card was looking to the past, and the take action with passion was looking to the past. So there may be something that we're supposed to fix before we can go, because we were at the 9, we need to be at the 10. Our goal is always the 10 at minimum, and then we're sitting at the 9, so we're still, and we can't move forward until we go back. Okay, you may be at a crossroads right now. You may be dealing with a Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius, King of Swords here. Or you may be making a judgment call based on truth that finally came in, or something that, or it might be a crossroads about something you need to tell the truth about. And it may involve travel, movement, energetic movement, physical movement. It may be a trip you were supposed to go on. I mean, it depends on you and how it fits in your scenario. I might have one Taurus here that comes in and says, yeah, I'm dealing with a Cancer and we were supposed to go on a trip together. And it might be another Taurus that says, well, I have a Cancer moon and I have decided I'm going to stay with so-and-so instead of leaving, but I was thinking about leaving. You know what I mean? It's like that. And it both can be true across the board. So please know. And what's in the recent past for our Taurus? Something we wanted to speed up. The Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. In the upright, it's going really slow. in the reverse, well, it was going really slow, and we were trying to flip the energy so that we could get it to speed up a little bit. But the thing was, it may have been counterproductive a little bit, which is why the Cancer Chariot card came in the reverse. You know, the person that drives the chariot has to be an emperor, has to be a husband, someone who runs their own empire, the business owner, something like that. They're the ones that make things okay to move and make decisions about moving. They're the lender. They're the person in charge, you know, and that's the only person that has the license to drive the chariot. And this chariot is in the reverse, Cancer, and then we're looking at air energy here. So there's some truth around that and a judgment being made. This also could mean you're dealing with a Libra, because Judgment is a Libra card and King of Swords is an air energy, but it's masculine. Okay. All right. What's in the hopes and dream section for Taurus? All right. This is Gemini energy, but it's also not making a choice when a choice was on the table. It was a divine connection, a divine choice in either love, partnership, or some other energy that you were divinely appointed to possibly make a connection with. In the reverse, we're not choosing that, which is your free will. You're allowed to do that. What do we fear? What does Taurus fear? The Tower. We don't want things to fall apart. You know, we're trying to work on the foundation, trying to speed things up, something about truth, which means that in order for truth and higher, for truth to be said or truth to be on the table, or the knowledge about that to be on the table, there's an imbalance there because one person knows it and the other person holds it. And if we are in fear of the Tower, the good thing about it is the Tower is not in reverse. So it's like you feel this is imminent. You feel something is imminent. Taurus feels, okay, I'm hearing that. Blackberry Smoke did a song, I Feel a Good One Coming On. I feel a good one coming on. You'll have to go listen to it. I'll post it somewhere. But it's talking about going on a bender or whatever. But a good one coming on is like you may be able to feel something coming right now. And it may revolve around a choice that you didn't make, because these two cards are things that are most in your mind, even if they're just in your subconscious. It's the underlying, that thing that's in your craw. I didn't make the choice because I'm afraid this is going to come down. I'm afraid everything's going to fall apart. But remember, towers don't come down unless they have a faulty foundation. The wise man, there's the Hierophant on the bottom. This is you, Taurus, in the upright, though, which is good. This means that, you know, commitment is in place, marriage is in place, higher belief systems in place, our home is in order. You know, everything's kosher, but there's a rigidity to this Taurus energy. Taurus is very bull. That's why they are the bull. You know, Taurus is fixed energy. And this is like, no, it's my way or the highway kind of thing. Kind of like the King of Swords is. You know, no, this is how it is. King of Swords in the upright does it with love, though. In this position, though, this truth and this judgment call has been around for a little minute. Because if it had felt this way, in the way that I read cards, it would have been new info. This right here, somebody's been withholding this information or knowing it for a while. If I had to guess, 6 months, maybe even 8, right there. What's coming in the near future? Okay, Magician. This is Aries, Gemini. Sometimes it looks Virgo-ish to me, but just because the Magician methodically creates a plan and manifests. And without the Virgo function, you really can't do that. Aries is the one that's in the Fool, not the Magician. Virgo, Gemini energy. Gemini does the research, Virgo makes the plan. Right here, Magician. Manifesting. And as above, so below, infinity. Everything that goes up must come down. What happens on the inside reflects on the outside. You get what I mean? And the thing is, there's an Aquarian energy here, which is not healing, not something that is toward our star. It's not our ultimate happiness, and it's not really what's best for the community or the collective that we're pointing down, the Magician's pointing down at. You see? What are they pointing up at? This. On the board, it falls just like this. So if I had to guess whether you want to admit it or not, or whether they do, even if they're subconsciously manifesting and not purposeful manifesting, someone knows deep within that one thing, the thing that we're trying to flip the energy of, is the thing that doesn't allow healing, or possibly an Aquarius Cancer energy, but we're trying to flip that energy. We need for things to go the opposite way than what they're going. We can see that in our foresight, even if I'm surprised that the Two of Swords or something isn't here, or the Eight of Swords. What's an outside influence on this? Yep. Here's another thing about, this is another opportunity to have told the truth about something or brought truth to the table and it didn't happen. In the near future, somebody is bypassing this again. That's as good as taking the truth and just like hiding it again. I know it. I'm withholding. What else? We're going to put an end to that cycle. You don't see that coming, but it's coming. Because here comes the Knight back toward the past, saying, okay, you ended that. Let me just tell you something. There's some truth that's trying to come out here. Somebody's wanting to say something. And it's going straight toward the King of Swords. So there may be a Taurus energy that's wanting to fly backwards and go tell the Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, or either something about a Cancerian or something. But either way, they want to do it really fast. It has something to do with commitment and dropping the weight of these burdens, of the lessons that we completed and that we knew. There's that 10 that we were looking for. There's that 4 that was over there in that card. What's a potential outcome for Taurus on this? Okay. The outcome is nobody's waiting anymore. We're going to stop waiting. We're not holding back for anything. And we're going to look at a heartbreak here. We're either going to look at it or it's going to cause one. So somebody does get hurt in this scenario, or there's a heart pain in and of itself. But what creates out of that space is the Emperor in the upright, Aries, Taurus, Libra, masculine, the husband, the father, whatever. He's the guy that drives the chariot. It births the Emperor and all of this self-confidence. Leo, Sagittarius, Aries energy in the upright, looking straight at this Emperor like, yes, this is a win. We're taking this as a win. This is my empire, and I have everything I need in it. Don't I look good doing it? That's what that says. That King of Wands is looking straight at that Three of Swords as well. So I can't tell who's going to get hurt. Or Taurus, you have two contenders. Taurus may have two options here. You may get to choose between either another Taurus, a Libra, an Aries, a Leo, or a Sagittarius, or a combination of any of those. Either way, whatever's chosen, somebody's going to have their feelings hurt over it. But that's part of the healer. Remember I said, when you're a mystic healer, sometimes others heal through pain that you inherently instigate, because that's part of your karmic mission here. Okay? My ex-boyfriend had a karmic mission here with me. That's why we were so drawn to each other. To act a certain way in the relationship. And it hurt both of us. But in the long run, now he's, I don't know about, I can't say for him. I can say for me, looking back on it, I see all that now. And it created a space for me after I got over all the hurt and did all the crazy to see why that it even happened to begin with. And to understand that that's why he was there for a reason. That's why some people call them karmics. We can spend years with somebody who's meant to be a karmic. But you know that when you start veering off of their path, or y'all start going in two different directions. If there's another human. This could be a combination of a battle with your own energy regarding something in your own life. This doesn't even have to be about anybody else. But most of you are here usually because it's somebody else. And if the healer is here, there is usually another player on the set that is going to assist with this, because there was something in the past when we look at this energy that has something to do with water energy, the heart. And it was from a previous broken heart. Yes, remember I said the Eight of Swords? Okay, this is the one in reverse. This is what, after this, in the end, what you don't see coming, this gets you unstuck. When this card goes in the reverse, then this card goes in the upright. This card in the reverse is the same as this in the upright. But this is now in the outcome in the reverse. And now that opens up new options. Beware of Capricorn on the scene, though. If it's not a physical, but someone with Capricorn in their chart, there's a toxic pattern or a karmic pattern that ties two people together. That's also a card of choice, though. All these options are available. Be careful not to choose the devil you know. This right here is an indicator to beware in the near future that you or the person you're dealing with, possible Pisces. But for me, it's more like this is coming out in the near future, if you're not careful, that not waiting on enlightenment here, which could lead into this toxicity. But look here, what you don't see in addition on the back side of that is the Ace of Cups. There's the new opportunity. And the investment is here too with the Seven of Pentacles, and then the other one's not a player. But I want you to look. Here's the divine pair. King and Queen of Wands. So this is, which way did that come out? Even though they're a divine pair, there's one problem with this scenario. Y'all ain't looking at each other. Or there's two fire signs not looking at each other. You may not even see that there's an offer coming. This Queen of Wands is the one that's going to make the offer to the King of Wands. I can also read this as Taurus. This is liable to be a missed opportunity because of truth that wasn't told. And unfortunately, it'll break hearts. There'll be jealousy around it with the envy card that was showing. And that's where that Capricorn card comes in too. Because somebody didn't listen to their intuition, they didn't follow. Then a new player comes on the set and goes after possibly somebody that another person was going after, and you don't even see it coming. And that offer is going to be made to a different fire sign. And then that's when the Tower actually happens. 7 Pentacles invested here. Yeah, somebody's going to run with their tail between their legs back to a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, feminine. And that person's not going to show any love here. They got a lot of it, but they ain't going to show anything. They're dumping out their cup looking right at the King of Pentacles, which is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. That's going to leave a time of decision that's going to cause a lot of conflict and something about money. There'll be a message, or you would expect a message from that, but that won't come in, and it's going to cause somebody to grasp a hold of what they've got and not want to let it go, and it's going to feel like a lack of justice there. And there's the Hierophant again in the upright. That's standing on belief systems, holding together a marriage, which it could be honorable. All this fight here and all this jazz and this decision not to make that, that's a free will decision, either on your part or theirs. I don't know who's who here. But just know that there's always another player ready to come on set if another player decides not to be part of it. Either way, healing happens. That. It reminds me of an old church song. Not because of religion, but it goes, I'm a winner either way, if I go or if I stay. So, either way, the lesson will be had. One path can be easier than the other, but it'll ultimately be one individual's choice. You know, it takes two to tango every time. And I've said that a lot lately, it seems like. Let's see if there's any advice for Taurus now regarding this. Now that you know. Be careful about a level of overconfidence where you feel like you've got forever. What's other advice for Taurus? Now's the time to throw caution to the wind. Go on a solo journey and realize that the house can stay together either way. The house is about the inside, not about the people that are in it. There's a lot of love here. Any other advice for Taurus? Sometimes to heal a heart, solitude is what helps. Yes. You got to be open to love. You got to be open to emotionality. To receive it as well as give it. So it can't be a one-way street. Anything else for Taurus? You need to let go of your fear of that tower situation. Towers can work for you. But if you push against that energy, it is going to end up being a lot harder than it could have been or had to be. Any other advice for Taurus? Okay, here's Aquarius in the upright. Healing, hopes, dreams, what's best for the collective. Or you're dealing with an Aquarius, but that's very positive energy. Figure out what those are for you and what it means to you. There is a message about not walking away from things that don't serve you with this ace. There's going to be an enlightenment that comes in. It's going to come from spirit, and it's going to involve and probably set your mind on fire or come into your spirit about either a Virgo or someone not making plans, or it's gonna enlighten you when you try to make plans and they keep falling through. That's when you'll see. And somehow your star is found through that energy. You have more options than you think you do, Taurus. With the Virgo energy in reverse, that is a lack of planning or calculations or whatever. That instigates the Fool energy coming in the upright, which is just jumping off the cliff, taking a leap of faith, trust fall. Be careful who you trust in that, and don't just jump off into the water. Make a better plan so that you can defeat the obstacles that you might come up against. There's Capricorn once again. That's where your justice is going to come from. And that's where you're going to run into this fun Knight of Wands fire energy. It's going to bring back some self-esteem, and it may feel like a little a knock back a little bit, but it'll instigate a lot more internal happiness. You may feel like an amateur in that arena by trying to do that. Yeah, you may get a message of enlightenment from spirit or through something you read or something like that. And it may be it may come through work, or it may come through something when you're at your happiest, highest earning potential and point. You may, if you're a person that's in the spotlight, you may want to go in solitude for a little bit, come out of the spotlight a little bit. Maybe back off on partying and things like that some, if you're one of those people. That way you can get unstuck and you can hear the messages that are coming from above. Okay, and here's that Two of Swords I said I was figured on. See, because you've been blind to it and you want that Pisces energy. Don't show your whole hand. But you're going to get a message from spirit about this. Yep. That's when it's going to awaken this thing that you thought would only happen when pigs fly. Okay? So, Taurus, that's your read. I hope it helped you, and I hope you're able to navigate this. I wish the best for you and yours, whoever this reading is for, you or them. It's up to you and however it resonates with you. In the meantime, much love and light to you. Please like, share, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you can get notifications of all my readings. Personal readings are $35. All the information is in the About section of my YouTube.